Welcome back, and today we're going to look at the vue-native image component. So the image component, and I'm going to, as usual, I'm following this guide of basic components, and we see what we have. Alright, so the first thing we're going to look at is images from within the device, okay, or from within the project. So which go with a vbind of the image source, okay. So what do we need? So first of all, I'm going to go to unsplash.com, and then I'll download. So Unsplash is providing free image downloads. So I'll download this. This was taken by Chambura George in Uganda. I'll download this, and then I go to my project folders for that application. For example, baby me. Then I go to assets, and then inside assets I create a folder. I'm calling this ABC. You could call yours images. Now you can see that some of the things that we've been looking at, such as the icons and whatsoever, are in this. The splash screen is here, so which means you can create your own splash screen. So, and then I paste the image there. So I've pasted it and named it monkey. So I'm going to go to my image project, and call out the image tag. Now I want to put that image tag, I think, in the category section. Okay, so I'll put it under the text, and I'm going to call image. Now you find that in React Native you call img. So that image must have a source. So that source is bound using the vbind. Okay, source, and then you require. So the source will equal to a require. And what are you requiring? Okay, you are requiring where the image is. Now the image is under assets. Okay, so remember I'm coming in from app, so it will be under, okay, dot stroke assets, okay, and then stroke, the folder is ABC, and then stroke. Now the image is called monkey.jpg, and then I save. All right, so it is saying assets is undefined. I need to assets. All right, so I'd spelled it wrong. Save. All right, so here is the image, but the image is too big, and that's when we come now to the props, or we bind the styling to the image. Okay, so which will be style, okay, and what will be in the style. Now all of this comes in from the component here, so you can see source, style. Okay, so I'll copy this style for the moment, and then we're going to, this is important, and then we're going to see how we're going to divide it. So I save. All right, so you can see there the images. Now let me change the height to 100, the width, sorry. So this, okay, changes the image as a whole. Okay, so it changes the image as a whole. So if I make this 200, okay, so you can see it is trying to add just the image, but it has cut part of the image while stretching. So if I make it 250, okay, you're going to see it has widened it and cutting it more. Let me make it 550 with the height. All right, so you can see it is chopping it. Now let me take this back to 100 so that it's a square image. Now what of percentage? What if I make this 100%? Let's see what changes we get. So 100% is supposed to be single quotes, okay, and then I save. You can see that the image is stretching through the whole screen, the whole of the image, but then the height is being cut because the height is in percentage. Now the percentage here is filling the view, okay, so you can see it is stretching to fill the view. So if I come to the height and I make it let me make it 70%, and then I save. You can see the whole image is displayed, but it's only taking 70% of the screen. Okay, so if I make it 130%, all right, you can see it has gone beyond the screen, and it is making sure that the image covers so which means it's going beyond the component or the demarcation, the view that we created that is having a flex of 8. All right, so which means if I want it to cover all, make it 100%. If I just want, I can make this 50%. So it is taking, right. So there are very many things that you can follow. Okay. Now this bind styling is different from the other styling. Okay. So that is one when you're finding an image from within your application. However, okay, so this must be stored in the local files of the application. However, if you're finding an image from a URL or from over the internet, all you need to do is use a URI. So let me go to unsplash.com, okay, and get another image. I don't know which image I can get. Shoe bill. Let me look for an antelope or crested crane. All right, so let me get this of the crested crane. This is our national bird. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click and copy the address of the image. All right, so when I go back to our project, this is what I need to do. So the source, instead, it's going to equal to, a URI. First of all, it must be in quotes. Then a URI, okay, and then the source. So if I refresh, okay, so you can see we have the crested crane there. Let me make it 100 by 100% so that image is represented. All right, so there's something I talked about binding. Okay, so I'm going to come back to our data source here where we had the text, and then we see what we can do. We can add one that we can call maybe img, and then we give it the data of that URL. Great. So let me come up here. So when I come up here, all I need to do is remove the link, okay, and replace it with the img, and then I save. All right, so nothing is changing here because it's the same image. Let me just copy another image so that we see that at least there's some sort of difference. I'll just copy this image, copy image address, then I go to where my data is down here. I think I can take off this display. So I just go to where this URL is, and then I paste the other URL. All right, so you can see the difference that everything has changed. We also have other components. We also have other settings for the image. For example, this is a basic step for encoded. Now, I've really never used it, so I really can't. I really can't explain more about it, and I encourage you to do research. But however, if you use it, you'll find that it displays, for example, the React logo or something from Facebook. Okay, so that's it with the image component. Let's say what component we're going to use. We're going to use the text input component and the V model. Now some of these will come back the binding, but no worries. So let's go to the text input, and then shall go to the score view and the button, flat list, at least the alert, and then we shall be done with the components, and then we shall start now our application in full speed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching these videos. Do not forget to subscribe, share, like, become a Patreon, support. Everything and every link is there down there in the list.